America East, UMBC and Albany encourage them.
And welcome in, soccer fans, to tonight's broadcast between the UMBC Retrievers and the Albany Great Danes. It's a crucial America East matchup tonight here at Retrievers Soccer Park. It's homecoming, and it's a packed house here at UMBC. I'm Paul Mittermeier. I'll have your broadcast here for you this evening. UMBC coming with a mark of 6-3-3 overall. They're 1-1-1 in the America East Conference. And for the Albany Great Danes, they are 2-1 in America East play, just a half game ahead of UMBC. And Albany has been very good on the road. The Great Danes come in at 9-3 overall. They've won 4 road games so far this season. So a tough task for UMBC here tonight against the Albany Great Danes. Some changes in the starting lineup for UMBC. We'll go over those in just a second for you as the two teams, Albany in their huddle on one side and UMBC in their huddle on the other side. For UMBC, no Colin Wyant tonight. Colin is not dressed here this evening for UMBC. There you see the starters. Kyle Saunderson from that back line, 4 goals for UMBC this year. Greg Hauk, what more can you say about Greg Hauk? 11 career goals for Greg. 9 of those 11 goals have been game winners or game-tying goals for UMBC. The freshman Matt Bailey gets a start in the midfield for the Retrievers, and the always steady Cormac Noel up front for UMBC. Cormac, 4 goals, 8 assists in his UMBC career. Albany will start with the ball here at midfield. Our goalkeepers tonight, Danny Vidiello will get the start for Albany, 6'1" junior from Massapequa, New York. 5-1 on the season, a .33 goals against average, .913 save percentage. He's got 21 saves on the year and 4 shutouts. Quickly, the Great Danes started, and they'll throw it in over here on the sideline. For UMBC, Kieran O'Loughlin, 6'1" freshman from Birkenhead, England, 5-3-3 on the year, a 1.16 goals against average, .750 save percentage, 42 saves this year, and 4 shutouts for the UMBC freshman. Retrievers win the ball, and they play it up ahead. Here's James Geelan, who's in the starting lineup for UMBC tonight. He plays it to the far side. It's headed away, knocked out of bounds by Albany, so a throw in here for UMBC. Geelan battling with Jeff Medina there. 50-50 ball goes off of Albany, so another throw in for UMBC. Medina part of that back line for the Great Danes, alongside Ricardo Iafrede and Daniel Crutzen on that back line. Good ball up ahead here for Harris. That ball headed back and out of play. Dangerous play there by Medina for Albany. And the Retrievers will have their first corner kick of the night. UMBC leads the all-time series with Albany 7-5-3. And the UMBC Retrievers undefeated all-time against Albany. Here's a replay of that ball. Great entry pass for Harris. And the ball headed away by Medina there. Retrievers 6-0-2 all-time at home against Albany. Last year, a 2-0 Albany victory up in New York. This is Cormac Noel who presides over the corner. Ball for the far side. Saunderson gets a head on it. It's still loose. And Sammy Kasai kicks it out of play. So it'll be a goal kick for the Great Danes and Danny Vidiello. Albany coming off of a tough loss at home. The Great Danes fell to New Hampshire last time out. 2-1 was the final. Albany. Here's the replay of the corner kick. There's Saunderson on the far side, tries to head it back towards the middle. And then Kasai, just not a good touch there for the Retrievers. Albany led that game 1-0 after a goal in the second half, but New Hampshire tallied twice in the last 7 minutes of the game to get the win. It broke Albany's 6-game winning streak, and their 9-game home unbeaten streak went by the wayside. 50-50 ball headed out of play by Matt Bailey for UMBC, so it'll be a throw in here for the Great Danes. UMBC last time out dropped a 3-2 decision at UMass Lowell, as Lowell was able to build a 3-0 lead, and the Retrievers fought back. 2 goals in the second half, but couldn't quite find the back of the net for the equalizer. And they fell 3-2. So, big game here. This is a crucial match that will determine seeding in the America East Conference tournament. If the Retrievers can get a win here, they will own the tiebreaker over New Hampshire and Albany, 2 of the better teams in the conference. We'll go over the rest of the schedule later on, but Albany has the easier path after this one. So we'll see how this one plays out here tonight. Long entry pass. Good defensive play by Riccardo Iafrate. Iafrate, 6-foot freshman from Italy. Ball kicked away by Noel, so a throw in for the Great Danes. Albany got off to a fast start this year. They scored 3 goals or more in 4 non-conference games. It'll be a good test tonight for the Retriever back line. Solibarieta's ball goes out of play off of UMBC, so it'll be a corner kick for the Great Danes. Here's the replay. You see the cross there, and good defensive play by Tom Paul. Musa Kanat will preside, drops it off for Solibarieta. And again, this time Kyle Saunderson heads it out of play. So 5 minutes in, 3 corner kicks, 1 for the UMBC and now 2 for the Great Danes. This time it's Kanat and Solibarieta. Kanat will take it. The ball headed up over the goal, and this will be a goal kick for UMBC. Our coaches here tonight for your Retrievers: Pete Caringi, 452, 194, and 76 overall in his 37th years in total coaching. There you see the header by Albany going over the goal. 282, 167, and 68 here at UMBC in his 27th season. And for Albany, Trevor Gorman in his 7th year with the Great Danes, 54, 58, and 17. Kanat plays it far side. Good ball there. And good tackle by Noel to take it away. Here come the Retrievers. Gielan can't win the 50-50 ball. Good work in the midfield. That's Brynjar Steinthorsen who made the steal. Now foul called on UMBC. A big international mix for the Great Danes on this roster. Kanat plays it in. That's Alfonso Pinheiro. Pinheiro from Brazil. Leaves it for Kanat. Good work inside by Carlos Clark. Retrievers, though, finally play some good defense, win the ball back. Here's Kasai. Nice touch. And gets it up ahead for Patrick Jean-Gilles. Gielan. Matt Bailey now on the wing. Bailey will slow things down, and the Retrievers will look to possess. Hauk. Gielan. Jean-Gilles now onto the foot of Sammy Kasai. Kasai tries to split the defense, but Adam Melikos reads that and kicks that out of play. Throw in for UMBC. Here comes Kyle Saunderson, who will attempt a long throw in from the sideline. Saunderson, 4 goals and an assist in 2017 for the Retrievers. Yarker into the box, knocked away, and cleared by Kanat. Cormac Noel runs on and Laughlin mishits this one. It's one back momentarily. And now finally by Albany. And let's see, it'll be with the Great Danes. The retriever bench not happy with that call. Albany resets again, and Iafrate plays it near side. Malikos. Cannot. Retrievers, pressure. Ball headed to the middle and then cleared high into the air by Kyle Saunderson. Stein Thorson has it go off of UMBC. It'll be a throw again for the Great Danes. Great crowd here tonight, homecoming here at UMBC. Men's basketball scrimmage this afternoon over at the RAC Arena. UMBC pep band here in attendance tonight. As always, lot 17 in the house. And the alumni barbecue beforehand here tonight as well. Retrievers honoring the 2002 and 2012 squads at halftime here tonight. Great Danes with possession. Good work along that far side. Ball goes off of Greg Hauk. Throw in for Albany. And Medina will come over to throw this one in. Medina gets it back, and Albany sets up. Greg Hauk takes it away. Kasai settles and finds Tom Paul on the back line. Here's John Bell near side. John Bell's first touch of the game. Now Laughlin will handle. And he'll find Bell. Let's see if Bell will make a run here from his defender position. Bell cut off. Good D there by Stein Thorson. Ball to the middle of the field, and some build up here for UMBC. Jean-Gilles for Noel on the far side. Jean-Gilles follows. Noel and Jean-Gilles with the give and go, but it's too far for Patrick. And we'll get a kick in here for Albany. Talked about the Retrievers being 1-1 and won that one win against New Hampshire here at Retriever Soccer Park. Part of that 3-game stretch where the Retrievers played 3 top 20 teams in a row. Tying at the time #1 Maryland and then beating #12 New Hampshire. Since then, the Wildcats have gone undefeated. Offsides here is the call. Salabarietto just too far in, maybe a step or two inside the Retriever back line before he received that pass. So free kick here for UMBC. Low liner from O'Laughlin headed away. Throw in for the Retrievers. Bell quickly in for Kasai. Sammy goes to the middle for Hauk. They swing it far side. Here's Noel. Cormac uses his speed to go down the wing. Crosses inside. That's kicked away. Dominic Woodbridge got a foot on that.
UMBC.
That leads to UMBC's second corner of the game. 12.5 into this contest. Harris, Kasai, Hauk, Saunderson, Paul, and Gielan in the box as Bailey takes this with the left foot. Headed away inside by Albany. Harris pushed to the turf, no call. And here comes the counterattack for Albany. Now a foul will be called on UMBC. Foul called on Patrick Jean-Gilles. Great Danes definitely getting physical in the box there as Harris went down, but the referee said play on. Friday. Now the long ball into the retriever side of the field, run down by Cormac Noel. Ball goes off of Salaberrieta. And we'll get a goal kick here for UMBC. High-powered Great Dane offense this year. Salaberrieta with 4 goals and 5 assists. His running mate up front, Alfonso Pinheiro, 6 goals and 4 assists. Salaberrieta, the junior, and Pinheiro, the senior for Albany. Here's Bell. Wins the ball in the midfield. Leaves it back for Tom Paul. Miss hit by Hauk forces Saunderson back into his own end. O'Loughlin now will loft it high into the midfield area. Ball goes over everyone. Retrievers headed forward, but onto the foot of Salaberrieta. Little hesitation move down the wing. He still has it. Marked by Noel. Goes around Cormac. Cormac with the tackle off of Salaberrieta. Good defensive there by Cormac Noel. And we will get the goal kick for UMBC. 15 minutes in, and the Retrievers still looking for their first shot on goal. There's that replay on the defensive play as Cormac marks nicely here, goes by, then a nice tackle by Cormac Noel, and the ball goes off of Salaberrieta. And that led to the goal kick. Connaught's pass knocked away. Pinheiro into the retriever side. Over the sideline now with a throw in for UMBC. Here's Bell. The high arcing throw in goes out off of the Great Danes. Malikos that time. See the Retrievers kind of wiping the ball down. A little bit of dew on the field here tonight. Good weather, nice temperature. Temperature in the 70s coming today and now dropping into the 60s here tonight. Here's Bailey with some room. Bailey, nice play to keep it alive. Oh, nice move, but he loses the handle on the goal line before he can make his last touch. And we'll get a goal kick here for Danny Vitiello. Albany has used 2 goaltenders this year. They've used both keepers in 6 games. Vitiello gets the start here tonight. He's by far put up the better numbers of the 2 keepers for Albany. Lucas Valillo, who started last game for Albany in that 2-1 defeat against New Hampshire, has a 4-2 mark on the season. Vitiello has a 5-1 mark, but their goals against pretty opposite end of the spectrum. Valillo is 1.33 goals against average and a 60% save percentage, where Vitiello comes in with that 0.33 goals against mark and that .913 save percentage. It's been O'Loughlin all year for UMBC, minus a half of play when he went down with the injury, but he came right back. And O'Loughlin has a chance to grab this one in the box. Fires out the low liner on the goalkeeper distribution for John Bell. Ball splits Bailey and Malikos. Too far though, and Vitiello makes the play. Vitiello's long strike to the sideline goes over everyone into the UMBC bench. Throw in here for the Retrievers. Ball hops past Gielan, but onto the foot of Sammy Kasai. Medina runs it down for Albany. Takes Kasai down. Again, they say play on. Friday. Quick touch by Clark in the middle. And Solabarietta plays it through into the retriever side for Kanat. Comes Clark, winds up, fires, save, and Saunderson clears the rebound. So a throw in here for Albany. Good pass to the box, Solabarietta. Tom Paul right there to sweep that away. Albany, though, retrieves it in the midfield, and this one goes off of the Great Danes. Medina had to go off his foot, so a throw here for UMBC. .50 ball headed away. Dominic Woodbridge heads that out of play. And the Great Danes knock it away, and UMBC controls. Approaching the 20-minute mark here, first half. Low liner from O'Laughlin. Gielan can't win the 50-50 ball, and the foul called here on Medina. It'll be a free kick for UMBC. Retrievers looking to restart quickly. The official backs them off. Officials tonight: Dan Marlowe, Terrence Mull, and David Johnson. There's a ball near side for Bell. Bell high liner into the box. UMBC gets a head on it. Now Gielan a drive, that's a save, and a good one for Vidiello as he went to his left and parried that out of play. Best chance of the game for James Gielan, and he hit it well meant for that far side, and Vidiello had to be sharp to save that one. Throw in for Saunderson. UMBC gets a head on it. Now Tom Paul will run it down. Plays it back for Bell. Bell's high archer to the far side, headed away. Jean-Gilles will run on for UMBC. Retrievers continue to put pressure on. Tom Paul still down in the Albany end of the field. Great Danes try to save it, and they do off of the sideline. Nice work there. Now Tom Paul has to get back. And some fancy footwork by Solabarietta. And now the Great Danes control. Okay, James Gielan nearly gave the Retrievers a 1-0 lead. Quick throw in now for UMBC off the Albany turnover. Here's Kasai. Quick chip for Harris. Said he was on sides, but it was too far. The assistant referee's flag never came up, so it was a good play, but too far for Harris. Vidiello to the near side. Kanats. Oh, good physical defensive play by UMBC. Now the foul called. Hauk took down Pinheiro there. And now a free kick, set piece opportunity for the Great Danes as we approach the midway point of this first half. Daniel Crutzen will preside on this free kick. Crutzen low liner to the far side. Kanats to the box. Tom Paul heads that away. Good support by Gielan. And he sends David Harris off. Good defensive recovery by the Great Danes as Harris had some speed through the midfield. Bailey goes down. And a timeout here. As an injured Great Dane on the field. Collision between Matt Bailey, and I couldn't see which Great Dane that was. I think Matt Bailey wanted the foul call. Here's the replay. That's Dominic Woodbridge, who crashed into Matt Bailey, but then Woodbridge ended up getting the worst of it. Looks like he's up and okay. So Woodbridge will stay at the scorer's tower. And they're going to see, I believe, it's going to be a throw-in for UMBC. Yes, it is. Double team by UMBC. Noel knocks the ball out of play, but it'll be a throw-in here for Albany. Ball goes out off of Albany, so it'll be a throw-in for UMBC if Frate couldn't settle. Retrievers leave it for Noel. Jean-Gilles, his pass deflected and stolen. Crutzen. Stein-Thorsen plays it upfield and out of play. Another throw-in for UMBC. Kasai heads it forward. Stein-Thorsen again, this time goes backwards to Medina. High archer, headed back to O'Loughlin by Saunderson. Quickly, Kieran plays it again, the goalkeeper distribution to John Bell here on the near side. Tom Paul low liner, finds the chest of David Harris. 50-50 battle won by the Great Danes. They can do nothing with it, however, and it'll be an easy settle for O'Loughlin in the UMBC side of the midfield. O'Loughlin goes short for John Bell. Good settle by John. Here comes Bell on the attack. Lifts one towards the middle. That's chipped back. Cannot off to the head of Hauk, and now onto the foot of Bell. Bell's high archer, and it's an easy play there. Good read by Vidiello. Bell couldn't bend that back towards the top of the box, so Vidiello was able to read it and make the play. Cormac Noel wins the header. Now follows up again. Retrievers win the ball. Great Danes. Step in. Medina that time stepped in to make the play. Quick restart for UMBC. Harris goes around his defender. Crosses it to the box. That's deflected. And one back by Albany. Crutzen, I should say, plays it midfield. Here comes Kanat. Good ball up ahead here for Pinheiro. Pinheiro gets a step, comes to the middle, shoots. And O'Loughlin right there to make that save. Good individual effort that time by Alfonso Pinheiro. Just had to go too far. As you can see, gets around Bell, but he has to go around him and Tom Paul. And just his momentum going backwards there, back towards the box, and made it a pretty easy save for O'Loughlin. It's got to be a foul there. Kanat this time knocks Bailey down. And I believe we may see Kanat with the yellow here, or at least a talking to by the official. Let's see. So Musa Kanat will have a discussion with the official. And he will not be shown the yellow. Tom Paul, as you can see, will preside here near midfield. Good header by Medina. Here comes Jean-Gilles. Drives it up into the Albany side. Canot flicks it into the retriever side, but it's going to go out of play. Throw in here for UMBC. Substitutions. 2 trays into the game for UMBC. Trey McCalla checks in. McCalla, the 5'10 sophomore from Toronto, and Trey Polium also into the game. The 5'9 sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland, makes his first appearance here tonight. Good settle by Kasai. Here's Jean-Gilles. Far side for Cormac Noel. Noel blasts one deep into the Albany side, and McCalla can't run it down. Real nice defensive play back there by Canot. Canot's been very active both offensively and defensively here tonight. Here he is again. Albany, a little miscommunication there. Kind of a dangerous play, but not that dangerous as Vitiello is able to drive it into the midfield, and a foul called here on Kyle Saunderson. He fouls Carlos Clark at the midfield. Lot 17 didn't like that call. Free kick here for Albany. Stein-Thorsen back to Medina. Hauk can't quite get the steal, but now the retrievers take it away. Here's Kasai with some speed. Touches with the left foot, that's knocked away. Albany keeps it alive, but the retrievers run it down. Jean-Gilles, time and room. Good walk through by McCalla, and Kasai tried to step on, but it was broken up and out of play over the sideline, so it'll be a throw in for Kyle Saunderson. Great Danes had to be sound defensively there as Kasai was almost in alone. Saunderson with the throw. Hauk is held, and I believe this is going to be a foul and a penalty kick. Carlos Clark called with the hold. And if we get a replay, you can see Clark with both arms on Greg Hauk in the box as he went up for the header, and the official made the call. So a big-time opportunity for UMBC here. Here's the replay. As you can see, watch Clark. Clark has both hands on Hauk, or at least he had the one hand on his shoulder, and the referee right there to make the call. And indeed, this will be a penalty kick for UMBC. It looks like Sammy Kasai will preside here for the Retrievers. We've talked many times about Greg Hauk and his ability to get up with headers, and you can see right there as Clark has draped all over Hauk there. And just too much contact for the official to let go. So here we go. Kasai against Vitiello. Kasai already with one penalty kick goal this season. Wait for the official's whistle. Kasai steps in, he shoots, he scores! Sammy Kasai, the penalty kick goal. It's 1-0 UMBC. Sammy Kasai's fourth goal of the season, his seventh career goal, As Kasai, very patient,
UMBC goal on the penalty kick
waits for Vitiello to come off the line, and then pretty much puts the ball right where Vitiello was to give the Retrievers the first half lead.
Fourth of the season, UMBC 1, Albany 0.
29th minute for UMBC, and a big first goal in this crucial match. Number 14, Nick Gums, is checked into the Retriever lineup, 5'8" sophomore from Clarksburg, Maryland. Retrievers clear. Malikos kicks it out of play.
For the Great Danes, number 10, Andreas Asiotis. And into the game for the Retrievers, number 14, Nick Gums.
Andreas Asiotis checks in for Albany. Gums keeps it alive. And just too far for Pulliam. Nothing really Trey could do there, and actually the far side official, the assistant official, calls the offsides as Pulliam was too far in. Officials make the Great Danes back it up. Vitiello will play. Hauk wins the header. Retrievers cannot settle, though. Albany controls. Stein Thorson plays it back. Efrade. Clark. Taken away by Jean-Gilles. Here's Gums. Good leave for Kasai, and they loft one up ahead for Trey Pulliam too far. Vitiello gathers that in for Albany. Bell wins the battle, but is called for the foul. So a set piece opportunity, good spot here for Albany. Midway into the Retriever side. Crutzen here will preside. Here's a replay on that foul. Wow, very little contact there. Crutzen with the chip. Headed to the middle, still alive. Shot blocked, still loose. Deflected high into the air now. Still in the box, dangerous spot. Still loose, and finally Cormac Noel clears. Ball in that UMBC 18 for a long time. Saunderson wins the header. Jean-Gilles keeps it alive, and then wins it for himself. Tries to split the defense for McCalla, that's too far. Gums pressures. Vitiello with a nice left foot there to clear to the midfield. Some sloppy play by Albany, though, and the Retrievers fire it back down with under 13 to play here first half. Penalty kick goal by Sammy Kasai, the lone marker in this one. Vitiello. Good header by Pinheiro. Knotts, he goes down. Bell commits that foul. Free kick for Albany. Talked about the Great Danes, international flavor, represented by Italy, New Zealand, Canada, Iceland, Cyprus, Brazil, and Chile. So Trevor Gorman has gone deep into the world to get his players. There's the foul on Bell. Soliberieta presides here with Crutzen. Soliberieta runs out. Crutzen fires it in off of Albany. Goal kick here for UMBC. Kaz Boshin into the game for the first time for the Great Danes. Kaz, the 6'1 senior from White Plains, New York. Here's the replay on the set piece. Looked like it went off the head of Pinheiro, and he headed that one high and wide. O'Loughlin into the midfield. Retrievers run it down. Quickly up ahead for John Bell. Bell, some good speed here down the wing. Bell cuts it to the middle and just misses his intended target. It was Trey Pulliam cutting towards goal. Trey couldn't quite run onto it, but a good idea, nice vision there by John Bell. Here's Iafrate. His left-footed pass stolen away momentarily. Good pressure here by Kasai. Albany regroups. Malikos plays it back for his keeper. Now gets the return pass. Asiotis with a touch. Albany taking their time here. Ifrade throws that or kicks that away, but the ball goes through McCalla and gives Albany a chance. McCalla recovers. Now a foul called on Houck. After that penalty kick call, the Great Danes have gotten a few here. Quick restart. Here's the replay on that last foul. Really not much contact there at all. Greg Houck was just standing his ground. This ball goes out over the goal line. It'll be a corner kick for Albany. Kanat will come over to the far side and take this. Dangerous spot here for the Retrievers. Low liner. O'Loughlin parries that high into the air. Quick touch on goal is knocked away by UMBC. Medina headed away by Houck. Cleared. Chance here if Gums can run it down. He can. 2-on-1 if he hurries. Gums crosses inside the box. That's a great defensive play getting back by Iafrate. Retrievers follow though. Here's Bell. Quick touch. Jean-Gilles goes down hard and he is fouled. Stein-Thorson here gets called. Another good set piece opportunity here for UMBC. Here's the replay as Bell with the quick touch sees Jean-Gilles in the middle. Stein-Thorson late to get there, and he gets the player, not the ball. So a set piece chance here. It's Bell and Jean-Gilles presiding here for UMBC. Three-man wall for Albany. Now Kasai will swap with Bell, and Bell will peel off. Gets the pass near side, in front, and saved. I believe this should be a corner kick for UMBC. Looked like it went off of Vidiello. Well, that's a slick little restart there, set piece, where instead of going into the box, the Retrievers go near wing, and Bell able to run down. Let's take a look at it. Kasai with a nice touch to Bell, and then Bell into the box, and I think the Retrievers got a break there. I think they were maybe the last player to touch that. I don't know if Vidiello got a piece of that or not. Here's Noel now. Parried away and cleared by Albany. O'Loughlin will settle. No hurries, as he'll force Albany to make a run all the way down. So Pinheiro runs all the way the length of the field and forces O'Loughlin to pick the ball up. That's the difference between when you're holding a lead and when you're chasing the whole game. Houck with a header. Nearly slipped through, but Medina made a nice play with the right foot. Albany makes the steal. So Liberietto. UMBC takes it away for a brief second, but now, again, the build-up from the Great Danes. Asiotis on this near side. Drags it back for Knott. Cleared by the Retrievers. Pulliam. Good ball control there. Here's Gums. Back for Trey. Now a chance for UMBC. Trey goes around his man. Good tackle. Iafrede. It's a loose shot and a save! Rebound out front. Kasai can't do anything with that one, but Vidiello with a tremendous save, or it's a 2-0 game. Retrievers win the ball back. Under 6 to play first half. Great setup that time by the Retrievers, and Kasai just couldn't quite get it past Vidiello. Bell has it taken away, but McCallum right there. Now Jean-Gilles. Goes middle for Saunderson. And they work the far side now. Noel. Iafrede knocks that down and puts the ball in possession of Albany. Great Danes just play it downfield, and Albany's struggling offensively right now. They really haven't had any good looks since early in this first half. Albany out shooting UMBC 6-4, but can only remember O'Laughlin having to be sharp one time. Houck heads it forward. Knott and Houck again. Here's Bell. Quick touch for Gums. Oh, Nick makes a nice nifty move. Here he comes down the wing. Gums to the middle and too high for Kasai as he was flashing towards the goal, and it went about 2 or 3 feet over his head.
Now entering the game for the Great Danes, number 19, Reed Conde.
Reed Conde checks, and here's that look at Gums, and a nice move there. Gums goes around Malikos and then crosses with the left to a wide open Kasai, but it's too high. Also, Tommy Quirk checks into the game for the first time for Albany. Number 23, the 6-foot freshman from Highland Park, Illinois. Retrievers control again, under 4 minutes to play here first half. O'Laughlin calmly plays it for Noel. Into the middle for Houck. Here's Tom Paul on the near side. Touch for Bell. John plays it deep into the box. Good read by the Albany defense. And Boshin able to win the ball on the far side. Approaching the 3-minute mark here first half. Bad pass here. John Bell nearly comes up with the steal. Couldn't quite settle. Malikos plays it back for his keeper. In case you're just joining us, UMBC with the 1-0 lead. Sammy Kasai in the 29th minute, a penalty kick goal. Greg Houck was held in the box on a corner kick. Or I should say not a corner kick, but a throw-in. That led to the Kasai penalty kick goal. Our only tally here in the first half. Homecoming here tonight for UMBC. Play onside, but too far. UMBC will honor the 2002 and 2012 soccer teams here at halftime. Also tonight at halftime, the 2017 UMBC men's baseball team received their America East Championship rings. Great experience for UMBC baseball this year, going to the College World Series. Chance for UMBC now. Closing seconds. Pulliam with the drive. That goes high over the bar. Substitution. Alejandro Arbalez checks into the game for UMBC.
For the Retrievers, number 7, Alejandro Arbalez.
Good, strong play by Pulliam there. And he just couldn't keep this one on target as he sailed it over the crossbar. 1:10 left in the first half. Good header here. Can McCalla win the race? No.
1 minute remains in the first half. 1 minute.
Good recovery by the Great Dane defense. Here they come. Ball on the far side. Good header. Cormac Noel made that play. Here's Kasai. Moves it back, but out of play. So a throw in with 40 seconds left here in the first half. Conde runs it down. Retrievers clear. 25 seconds. Maybe one last chance, but nifty defensive play by Hauk. A little bit of time left for one more build-up for Albany. Ball into the box, headed away.
9, 8, 7, 6.
You hear the countdown.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And they'll do it.
0.
Retrievers, the penalty kick goal in the 29th minute has given them a 1-0 halftime lead here at UMBC. Come back, go over the first half stats, talk about the ceremonies at halftime, and get you ready for second half action here from UMBC. Our score after one half of play. Here on Homecoming, it's UMBC 1 and Albany 0. Back with more. You're watching UMBC Soccer on UMBCRetrievers.tv. And welcome back to Retriever Soccer Park second half action here between UMBC and Albany. UMBC a 1-0 halftime lead. Sammy Kasai, the penalty kick goal in the 29th minute for UMBC to give them that 1-0 lead. There you see the stats in the first half, 5 shots to 4 for Albany, 3 shots on goal for UMBC to 2 for the Great Danes, 2 saves apiece, 7 fouls for UMBC, 3 fouls for Albany, 3 corners apiece. And there you see the bottom, Kasai with his 4th goal of the season. Sammy with goal number 7 on his career. And the Retrievers start with the ball here in the second half. Retrievers attack down the far side. And David Harris has the ball go off his foot out of play. So a goal kick here for Albany. Retrievers 5-1-1 here at home in 2017. That one loss coming at the hands of number 12 Western Michigan. It was a 2-0 Western Michigan win. Foul on Albany. Free kick for UMBC. Great ceremonies at half. UMBC baseball team getting their championship rings. They won their first America East Championship this past season. And then, of course, the introduction of the 2002 and 2012 men's soccer teams. O'Loughlin goes short, and Saunderson chips it up ahead. Taken away by Albany, and they settle in the midfield. Tommy Quirk has stayed in the game for Albany up front. Here's Kasai with some time and space. Kasai tries to chip. There's a little miscommunication there between James Geelan and Sammy Kasai. Geelan wanted the ball quickly in a target position, and then Kasai passed on that, and when Geelan made his run, Sammy was just a bit too far. Good step in by Hauk. Jean-Gilles, back for Hauk. And the Retrievers will possess. Tom Paul. Here's John Bell, far side. Good touch here for Geelan. Bailey gives it back for Geelan. Nice in-between touch for Bailey with a left-footed drive, and it gets parried over the top of the bar by Vitiello.
Retrievers.
Slick play there from Geelan and Bailey. Here's the replay. Good touch by John Bell, then a little back heel by Geelan, return to Bailey, or back to Geelan, and then he slips it through, and Matt Bailey with a nice left-footed drive that has to be saved by Vitiello. Here's the corner. Kasai for Noel. Cormac, a low liner that's cleared off out of the box. Quirk heads it, but loses control. Now Bell goes high into the air into the box. Ball loose and cleared by Medina. Vitiello wanted a foul, but the contact didn't warrant the call. Noel with some time and space. Cormac, a low line drive, in front, shot, and a goal! Vitiello made the initial shave after a screen, but the rebound came out to James Geelan, and he crushed it into the back of the net. And the Retrievers take a 2-0 lead. Take a look at the replay. Too much time and space here for Cormac Noel. Nobody really comes to mark him, and Cormac just keeps coming. And then you see the flash by Harris, the save, but Geelan was right there on the doorstep to put that one home.
Cormac Noel. Goal scored in the 49th minute. UMBC 2, Albany 0.
49th minute on the goal.
And here are those winning raffle.
The Retrievers have come out and built their lead.
2-1-1. Last three digits are 416 and 420.
Good tackle by Kasai.
416 and 420.
And now the Great Danes kick it out of play into the scores tower. Throw in for UMBC. 5 minutes into this second half. The Retrievers already on the board. Tom Paul gets around the pressure. Here's Bell to the middle. Here's Kasai. Chips it far side. Bailey down the wing. Offsides. Free kick for Albany. So a quick goal to start the second half. That all started with that 50-50 play in the box where Vitiello had the ball knocked away and Medina was forced to play the ball out over to the sideline. That's what that whole buildup started with that. And then Noel, of course, able to step in and get that play going. Chance now for Albany. Shot blocked. Followed by Knott. Plays it deep into the UMBC box, headed away. Counter chance now for UMBC. Jean-Gilles. Jean-Gilles had Gums ahead, or checked that Harris ahead, but he left it off for Noel instead. Cormack with some time and space down the near wing. Cormack's drive into the box is deflected. And good hustle there from Albany, but a foul's going to be called here. This one's going to be on Iafrate. And Iafrate will be shown the yellow. I think they're going to say that Iafrate used the offhand and gave the elbow to Gielan. Here we'll see the replay. Two of them came together. Now here's the play. Here's Gielan running with Iafrate. Iafrate gives him the elbow to the throat. And James may have sold that a bit, but Iafrate did get that elbow up into the head area. And the referee gives the yellow there. So here's Jean-Gilles. Set piece here from way out in the midfield. Medina heads that away. Quirk breaks out for Albany. Ball behind and now stolen by UMBC. Loose ball comes to Woodbridge for Albany. And now they'll play. Soliberieta plays it far side. Some time and room for Knott here. Goes to the middle, gets the return. It's behind him. It allows Jean-Gilles to recover. And Albany forced to reset things. Great Danes now chasing a 2-goal deficit. So the Retrievers, they were in this hole up at UMass Lowell. We'll see if Albany can respond here tonight at UMBC. Crutzen to the middle. Here's Clark. Far side, good settle for Knott. Tom Paul heads that away. Woodbridge settles, heads it far side. And Albany back into their own end. Gielan pressures. Woodbridge time and space. There's a turn and a shot over the bar. Line drive there by Crutzen.
Re-enter for the Great Danes, number 19, Reed Conde.
Reed Conde checks back in. Here's that replay. Woodbridge plays for Crutzen and he turns. The left foot just goes over top the bar. Had a little sink, had a little drop to it, but still was too high. Low liner from O'Loughlin. Eludes the head of Hauk. Greg recovers though and wins that one. Pinballs around onto the foot of Clark. And UMBC steps in. John Bell just kicks it out of play. Gielan pressures and makes the steal. Quirk steals it back momentarily. Tom Paul clears. Woodbridge heads it back for Medina. And now David Harris will pressure the keeper. Bell wins the header. And some ragged play as finally UMBC wins possession in the midfield. Saunderson high in the air. Medina heads it forward. Woodbridge with those orange and yellow shoes tries to find Salaberrieta, and it was too far. Kasai gets run off by Woodbridge, and Albany takes possession 9 minutes into this second half. UMBC out shooting Albany 8-7. UMBC outshot UMass Lowell in that 3-2 loss up there this week. Long drive headed forward by Quirk. And taken back out by UMBC. Harris challenges. Finally, the Albany defense clears. Clark. Nice touch onto the foot of Salaberrieta. Salaberrieta with a run. Bell cuts him off momentarily. He gets some space, but Saunderson clears that. Bailey heads it to the middle. And Cormac Noel clears right onto the foot of James Gielan. Gielan, nice touch for Kasai. And now Noel overlaps. Cormac. Good cut to the middle. Cormac shoots. That's blocked. Good D there. Now Bailey will give it a go. Give and go with Gielan. Gielan goes down. Bailey, I think, will get there. Oh, Bailey tried to go around Conde, but Conde made a nice play there. Conde with the good D. I think Bailey was thinking about the old nutmeg. Conde didn't let it happen, and it ends up being a goal kick for Albany. Houck wins the header. And the Great Danes control. Noel clears. Harris comes together with Medina, and Albany wins it. Good through ball here and a chance. That's blocked away, and this will be a corner for Albany.
Corner kick, Albany.
Ball goes off the foot of Tom Paul.
Re-entering for the Great Danes, number 11, Afonso Pinheiro.
Afonso Pinheiro back in the game. Crutzen will do the honors on the far side. Low liner in front, and break there for UMBC. Carlos Clark came free, but Clark could not keep the header on target. It goes over the bar. Here's the replay. As you can see, Crutzen's ball, nice ball there. Clark all by himself. Miscommunication between Houck and Saunderson there. But Clark heads it over top the goal. Laughlin's ball headed away by Houck. Gielan couldn't get a foot on it. It's still loose. And stolen away by UMBC. Oh, good speed here by Bell. Bell down the wing. Crosses. Iafrete gets it out. Bailey heads it forward, but Albany controls. Woodbridge with some nifty footwork to save that, as some good pressure from Jean-Gilles. Asiotis, Clark, no one home for Albany. Tom Paul able to get the ball for Cormac Noel. And he'll drive it down, looking for Gielan. Gielan heads it forward, but Harris has too far to go. And Frate takes the easy way and makes the safe play as he left foots it way out of play on the sideline. So a throw in here for Cormac Noel. Gielan chips to the middle, no one home. Not too much James could do with that ball. And Vitiello will play it forward. Good settle on the sideline by Crutzen. Now a chance for Albany. Good chance here to the middle. Goes through Saunderson, shot and a goal! Albany answers as Saunderson could not make the play. Alfonso Pinheiro scores for Albany. And the Great Danes cut the lead in half. Great slide tackle by Clark there to keep it alive. And then ball goes through, and Saunderson could not make the play as Quirk was able to beat him to the ball. We'll see if Quirk gets an assist on this, if he did touch it, as the ball came through in the cross. But Pinheiro makes no mistake, and there was literally nothing O'Loughlin could do there, as Pinheiro was a point-blank range in the 60th minute. So Albany draws closer. Retrievers back on the attack. Harris's ball goes out.
Retrievers.
Good defensive play there. Corner kick for the Retrievers. Conde that time on that far side. Tackle the ball away. Noel here with the corner. Ball on the foot of Kasai. He can't settle though, and Albany able to clear. Kasai got that, came in hot on him, and Sammy couldn't get it close enough to be able to get a shot off. Great Danes clear. Cormac wins the ball, and Houck settles it down for Jean-Gilles. Possession for UMBC. Kasai to the middle for Gielan. Quick touch by Houck for Kasai. Houck splits two defenders. Threads the needle, but good defensive play there by Iafrate. Out come the Great Danes. Clark. Pinheiro on sides. Crosses again to the middle, and that one off of a retriever. Look at it was Bell.
Corner kick, Great Danes.
Retriever struggling on the defensive side right now. Nick Gums set the check back into the game for UMBC.
Substitution is now re-enters for Albany.
Here's the replay. Pinheiro with the cross. And again, that got onto the foot of Quirk. It ricocheted off John Bell and went over the bar. Retrievers need to do some tidying up on that defensive side. Quick restart in through the box. It's loose and cleared off the line. Woodbridge chests it down. Bell heads that away. Ball loose in the midfield, and Kasai will run it down for UMBC. Cormac Noel sends it up for Gums. Gums has it taken away, and a foul called here on Nick Gums. Medina slow to get up. Free kick for Albany. They restart quickly. Here's Clark. Clark goes far side. Cross skims off the bar.
The Albany goal was scored by number 11, Alfonso Pinheiro. The assist went to number 19, Reed Conde. The goal was scored in the 60th minute.
So they did give the assist to Conde. I guess Quirk did not touch that ball through. Quirk, though, was the one that had the interference on Saunderson and really caused Kyle to not field that cleanly, which led to the opportunity. Nice feed, though, nice cross-crease feed by Conde to set up Pinheiro. What's the call here? Not sure if the ball was out on the sideline or whistle blows and Medina's down for Albany. Looks like he's got an issue with his left ankle. Training staff on the field. This timeout will give us a chance to run down the scoring summary. Sammy Kasai for UMBC in the 29th minute, a penalty kick goal. Gave the Retrievers a 1-0 lead. James Geelan on the rebound off of the Vitiello save, made it 2-0. And that's not a good sign for Medina, as he cannot put any pressure whatsoever on that left leg. He's trying now to kind of walk it off. Looks a little better as he gets closer to the bench. And then Alfonso Pinheiro from Reed Conde at the 60th minute, 2-1 was the deficit. That's where we stand now. 2-1 lead for UMBC.
For the Great Danes, number 2, Kaz Boshin re-enters.
Pinheiro's 7th goal of the season. Kaz Boshin back into the game for Albany. He'll replace Medina for now. So they're going to say a goal kick for UMBC. So the ball did not go out of play on the sideline, and Albany then kicked the ball over the UMBC goal line. Here we go. O'Loughlin fires it up into the Albany end chance now. Here's Harris shot and a save. It's Vitiello got just enough of that one as he got it with the right hand.
UMBC.
And he just parried it past the far post. Here, watch this play. Here comes Harris, and he just gets a piece of it there and has it go wide. Just missed by about a foot. Vitiello, nice play there to patrol that backside post and just have enough to get a piece of that with the hand. Here's Noel. Low liner, goes through everyone. And then Pinheiro clears the ball out over the sideline. A big one there. Retrievers could have put a lot of pressure on Albany if they could have gotten that third tally. Cormac Noel with the throw in. Bailey settles. Has it knocked away. Houck steals it in the midfield. Tom Paul, far side, John Bell. Bell for Jean-Gilles. Patrick has it taken away. Albany on the counter. Bell wins that one far side. Bell still has it. Comes out with it. Nick Gums now. Jean-Gilles. Offsides, UMBC. 20 minutes gone here, second half. Vitiello with the free kick. Battle won by Pinheiro. Bell tackles it away. Comes to Clark. Clark tries to feed middle. It's loose, and O'Loughlin covers up in front of Pinheiro. Pinheiro ran on there, but O'Loughlin was able to get to that ball just in time and right in front of Pinheiro, and the ball came loose. But O'Loughlin able to roll over and find it. O'Loughlin complaining about Pinheiro. What's the call now? Referee stopped and blew the whistle. And now Pinheiro is going to be shown a yellow. I'm not sure if Pinheiro gets a yellow for dissent or obstruction. O'Loughlin was complaining that Pinheiro wasn't giving him enough space to kick the ball. And then, could have swore I heard a distinctive yell after O'Loughlin kicked the ball, because it looked like O'Loughlin had kicked the ball outside the box. And at that point, the referee blew the whistle and then showed the yellow to Pinheiro. So the ultimate outcome there is that Pinheiro picks up the yellow. Now there's some words being exchanged on the Albany midfield. Hauk, Kasai, Clark, and Iafrate all together down there. Low liner from O'Loughlin headed away. Bell has it far side. Gums heads it to the middle. Iafrate takes that away. Now Albany clears to the midfield. Cormac Noel steals. Here's Hauk. Hauk splits two defenders. Can't connect with Nick Gums. Clears too far. Headed back by Saunderson. There's a good 50-50 battle. Hauk wins that one. Gums comes flying in with the header. Ball still loose. Albany takes control. Quirk up ahead. Chance here for Pinheiro. Crosses towards the middle. That ball headed out by UMBC. Bailey keeps playing, wins the ball. Ball split between two defenders up onto the foot of Harris, but that's too far. And Vidiello blasts one into the UMBC end. Saunderson heads it to the corner. Cormac Noel clears. Kasai with the header. Here's Woodbridge. Tries to go forward for Pinheiro. That ball knocked away by Noel, and O'Loughlin clears to the midfield. Woodbridge, yeah, hard foul there by Gums. Nick's going to pick up a yellow here, I think. Nearly halfway through this second half, and Nick Gums does indeed pick up the yellow. Free kick for Albany. Here you're going to see ball goes by everyone. Here comes Woodbridge, and then Gums comes in, and then that little body contact there off the 50-50 ball. And Gums picks up the foul. Iafrate. Starts and triggers things. Oh, here's a good ball down into the retriever side. Saunderson clears that momentarily. Bailey's header goes high into the air. Bell clears. Woodbridge wins that ball. Albany with some pressure now. Ball Far side, cleared. And I think Bailey could have let that go for a goal kick instead.
Corner kick, Albany.
Bailey clears, and Albany will have a corner here. Trey Pulliam back into the UMBC lineup for Nick Gums.
For Albany, number 7, Nico
Solabarrieta into the game. Here's the replay. Crutzen that time with the left foot. And I think Bailey could have let that go. Of course, you don't want to assume what's on the other side and give up an easy goal there. Ball loose in the box, and John Bell steps forward and clears. Woodbridge tries to settle. Pulliam challenges, and this one headed away by Bell, but over the goal line, so another corner here for Albany. Retrievers protecting a 2-1 lead. Great Danes quickly restart. Long ball towards the box, so Laughlin runs that down. So the Retrievers get a break there as Albany, their quick restart amounts to a save. Houck with the header forward. Great Danes again challenge right back into the UMBC end. Chance now as Bell goes down. Clark, shot blocked, it's still loose. Tom Paul knocks it away. John Bell has it, he clears. Retrievers have a chance at a counter now. Bailey goes deep down the field for Harris. That one knocked away. Retrievers, though, have it back on their foot. It's Kasai. Plays it for some space to Patrick Jean-Gilles. Here's Noel with the run. Cormac crosses in front, shot is knocked away. Iafrate got there, that's for sure. But Iafrate was there and took it off that back line right before it crossed. Give and go, taken away. Kasai has it. Gets it near side for Cormac Noel. Cormac goes to the middle, loses possession. Now has to get back here as Albany looks to counter. There's Woodbridge on the near side for the Great Danes. He's it back for Crutzen. Now Woodbridge. The pace has slowed a bit now. Under 20 to play in this one. Ball kicked away by Tom Paul. Good follow by Clark. Chance for Pinheiro. Turns, shoots, and that's wide. Trey McCalla back into the game for UMBC. He'll replace Sammy Kasai.
For the Retrievers, number 6, Trey McCalla.
The Retrievers have had a couple chances to build this lead back to 2 goals, just missing on a couple of opportunities. We'll keep track and see if that comes back to haunt them or not. Crutzen. Quick chip up, headed away by Tom Paul. Good defensive work by Houck. Jean-Gilles tries to settle and does. Plays back for Cormac Noel. Retrievers certainly don't need a goal here. As a matter of fact, if they could find a way to possess and have some possession time and really force Albany to push forward. Noel throws. Goes off of Woodbridge. Throwing again for UMBC. Albany substitution. Andreas Siotis coming back in for the Great Danes at the next throw-in opportunity for Albany. It's a throw-in for UMBC, so he'll stay on the sidelines for now. Boshin. Boshin came in to replace Medina, who went out with an ankle injury about 10 minutes ago. Vidiello's pass, errant on that far side. He could not connect over there with Malekos. So a throw in for UMBC. Referee stops play as the Retrievers switch players to throw in, as he deemed that the Retrievers were stalling there. Harris throws it in for Bailey. Bailey on the far side. Ball goes off of Albany. So another throw in for UMBC. Conde over there on the defensive side. David Harris will throw in for UMBC. If the score was reversed, we'd probably see Kyle Saunderson over there, but the Retrievers content now to play Kyle back and not take any chances with the lead. Here's Bell. Blisters one to the far post. That's headed away. Jean-Gilles runs it down for the Retrievers. McCalla has it kicked away, but Jean-Gilles right there for UMBC. Noel, Jean-Gilles. Patrick goes down. They say play on. Crutzen took it away. Here's Boshin. Conde will attack on the far side to Clark. Ball deflected by Bailey, out of play. They're going to say no. They're going to say it didn't deflect off anyone. They're going to say UMBC throw it. Hauk. 50-50 ball. Bailey wins that. Jean-Gilles fights his way through, but Woodbridge right there to make the play. 15 to play, second half. Crutzen. Stein Thorson goes far side. Conde. Blasted by everyone, and O'Laughlin runs it down along the goal line. He'll force Pinheiro to come down before he fields it. High arcing ball far into the Albany side of the field. Oh, nifty footwork. But Pulliam wins the ball away. Malekos with some good work, but Pulliam smartly waited for him and then stole it away. Noel goes around one. Can't go around a second man, and it goes off of Albany, a throw in for UMBC. Kasai will check back in.
Re-entering for Albany, number 10, Andreas Asiotis.
And Andreas Asiotis checks back in for Albany. McCalla will throw this one in. Finds Harris, but Crutzen takes it away. Retrievers keep him hemmed in, and finally, ball cleared way into the UMBC side, but Retrievers win it. Saunderson was the header to Bell. And then Bell right back to the middle for Pulliam. Trey tries to find Harris, but he's just too far in there. And offsides anyway. So it'll be Albany's free kick just outside of their box. 13 minutes to play as another minute rolls by. Tom Paul clears, but just as far as the midfield to Woodbridge. Hauk wins the header. McCallig with a good touch. And offsides here on the Retrievers. Again, Harris behind the defense. Pulliam wanted a foul when he made the play. And they do get the foul call before the offsides. Foul called on Albany. Free kick here for UMBC. Right near the midfield stripe. And Tom Paul will take this. Goes over the head of Hauk. He tries to settle. Frete clears that, but only to Cormac Noel. Cormac with some space, plays it to the box. That's chipped away. Hauk wins it. Nice nifty play off of the volley to Noel. Cormac inside shot and a save. Oh, nice run there by Matt Bailey. But Vitiello read that play all the way and was right in position to make the save. Great Danes now on the counter. Foul called here on UMBC. So set piece chance here for the Great Danes. Crutzen, who's taken most of these for Albany, alongside Soliberieta. And indeed it is Crutzen with a good ball. Goes through everyone, and a goal kick here for UMBC. Substitutions. Patrick Jean-Gilles and James Gielan back into the game for UMBC.
And number 22, James Gielan.
Gielan right now has the game-winning goal if it stands in the 49th minute. O'Loughlin to the midfield stripe. Kasai forward to Pulliam. Trey loses sight of it. Ball chested over to the sideline and out of bounds off Albany. So a throw in here for UMBC as we approach the 10-minute mark. Cormac Noel with the throw in. Goes by Gielan down the sideline. Still stays in play. And foul called here on Gielan. So free kick here for Albany. Vitiello's made 3 big saves in this 2-1 game. Saunderson heads that away. Throw in here for Crutzen. Clark has it. Clark stumbling, still has time, and now takes Gielan down from behind, no call. And a good tackle here by Cormac Noel. Soliberieta. Crutzen turns it over. Good play by Trey Pulliam. Pulliam works on Woodbridge. Pulliam now still has it. Oh, nice tackle by Woodbridge. Good follow-up, though. Retrievers keep possession. Kasai plays it back for Cormac Noel. Hauk. Far side, Tom Paul. They're swinging all the way around to John Bell. And Retrievers will force Albany to chase now. Paul's through ball goes down, and man, Malikos put a shoulder into Gielan as those two came together, as Vitiello was kicking the ball out of play. So a throw in for UMBC. John Bell has it on the far side right near the UMBC bench. Gielan going at it again with Malikos, and this time Gielan called for the foul. Under 8 to play. Hauk wins the header in the midfield, now wins possession. Bell. Lost one deep for Pulliam. Oh, Trey, defender falls down. Trey Pulliam one-on-one with the keeper. Pulliam goes around the keeper. Shoots and scores! Trey Pulliam! Maybe seals this one. Oh, Trey Pulliam, that's what UMBC's been waiting for. all year long. Trey with just one goal this season in here. The biggest goal of the season so far for Trey. Let's take a look. Defender falls down, it's one-on-one, and Trey takes his time. Forces Vitiello out, makes the move, and then puts it home.
The assist goes to number 21, John Bell.
Give John Bell the assist.
Scored in the 83rd minute. UMBC 3, Albany 1.
83rd minute for Trey Pulliam, his 6th career goal, his 2nd goal of the season. And the Retrievers now with a 2-goal lead with 7 minutes to play. Well, Saunderson with a diving header there. Albany in panic mode right now, trying to find 2 in the last 7. Of course, you go back last time, Albany, they've seen it done. It just happened to them. New Hampshire scored 2 in the last few minutes of play last time. John Bell tries to clear, goes off of the Great Danes, so a throw in here. Bell goes upfield. Cormac Noel just clears downfield. Makes the safe play there. Well, Stein Thorson fell down on that play by Pulliam. Throw in for UMBC. Noel goes back to his keeper. Laughlin to the midfield stripe. Woodbridge heads it back in for Albany. 50-50 ball won by Clark. Crutzen gets his back to his defense. They thread it through for Woodbridge. Saunderson clears that away as we approach 5 minutes left here in this one. Stein Thorson. Now Iafrate. McCalla clears and forces Albany back. The Vitiello came into this game 5-1 with a .33 goals against, but he's given up 3 here tonight. Give and go. Pinheiro loses the handle. Retrievers up ahead, and it's run down nicely on the far side. Here's Pulliam again. Trey cuts to the middle. Has some space. Plays it back. Here's McCalla now. McCalla one-on-one, shoots, and a save. Oh, he nutmegged Woodbridge, and Vitiello had to be sharp because he wasn't sure where the ball was coming from. Here's Giangio now. Patrick to the middle. Goes down, and a foul will be called. And a stoppage of play. And the yellow card is already out. And who's it going to be on? That's the question. Albany's milling around. And was it shown to Salaberrieta? Was it shown to Salaberrieta? That's the question. I believe it was. It's going to be a free kick. It's going to be a set piece for UMBC just outside the 18. Bell and Jean-Gilles preside. Houck and Kasai up front in that initial wall and a 5-man wall for Albany. Here we go. Quick touch for Hauk. His shot's blocked. Good read there by the Great Danes. Jean-Gilles now look to rag some time as we approach the 4-minute mark. Noel with the run. McCalla. Trey with a quick touch for Kasai. They try to thread the needle, but unable to, but Trey Pulliam right there for UMBC. Jean-Gilles. Drags it back. Hauk. Force Albany to chase. Kasai in the middle. Plays it far for Bell. Now Tom Paul has it. 3.5 to play. Great Danes now come forward into the retriever side. O'Laughlin pulls them, draws them back, and then chips it into the Albany side. And Great Danes give it away. Quick touch. Hauk, Noel. Onto the foot of Pulliam. Trey one-on-one. Stolen away. Throw in Albany. 3 minutes to play. Retrievers protecting a 2-goal lead. Asiotis. His pass taken away. UMBC steals. Here comes John Bell now into the offensive end. Bell down the wing. Cross inside McCalla. Defended well. Good defense by Stein Thorson that time. Retrievers, though, take it away. Pulliam knocked down. Referee says play on. 2:25 left. McCalla sends Kasai in. Sammy going to rag some time here in the corner. Kasai was given the business down there, and they call the foul on Sammy. Play continues with approaching 2 minutes to play. Albany into the retriever side now. Clark. Far side for Asiota. John Bell steals that away. Good tackle. Now Asiota down the wing with some space. Cross to the middle. Tom Paul sniffs that out, though. And now they find Jean-Gilles on the far side with 1:35 to play. Jean-Gilles tries to go down far side, stolen away. Albany just running out of time here. Clark on the far side, goes around Pulliam. Still has it. Down the wing, crosses to the middle, and that goes off of the net behind the goal. Goal kick here for UMBC with 1:13 left. Harris in, and for the first time tonight, Jordan Dove checks in.
David Harris now entering the game for UMBC. Number 11, Jordan Dove.
We talked about the importance of this game. If the Retrievers can hold on, they move to 7-3-3. But they move ahead of Albany in the conference standings. Retrievers will be 2-1-1. Great Danes would drop to 2-2. Albany hosts Hartford on Friday next week. They're at Stony Brook and they're at Binghamton. Meanwhile, the Retrievers go to play a very good Vermont team on the road. They're at Hartford before wrapping up the season against Stony Brook here at Retriever Soccer Park. Huge victory for UMBC here tonight. They got the early penalty kick goal. And then we're able to find 2 tallies here in the second half. James Gillen on a rebound and Trey Pulliam with a big goal late in the second half in the 83rd minute, or 83rd minute. That gave the Retrievers that 2-goal cushion. 15 seconds left. O'Laughlin will pick this one up. And he'll drive this one down the field.
8, 7, 6,
There it is, the distribution. The clock will run out.
1-0.
And UMBC picks up a huge conference win on homecoming night as they defeat Albany by the final of 3-1. Well, UMBC moves to 2-1-1 in conference play. The Great Danes drop to 2-2. You can see your final numbers for these two teams. UMBC out shooting Albany 12-11. 9 shots on goal for the Retrievers. Big night for Danny Vitiello, made 6 saves for Albany. UMBC committing 14 fouls to Albany's 8. Corners were pretty even. Retrievers 5 offsides here tonight. But it all adds up to a 3-1 Retriever victory. Sammy Kasai with the penalty kick in the 29th minute to give UMBC the lead in the first half. And then take a look at this Trey Pulliam goal as Trey, on the keeper, takes his time with a nice touch with the right foot. And that was the insurance goal and the backflip for UMBC. James Geelan gets the game-winning goal from Cormac Noel in the 49th minute. And in a losing effort, Alfonso Pinheiro scored on the assist from Conde in the 60th minute for Albany. Once again, our final score, UMBC 3 and Albany 1. Don't forget to tune in on Tuesday night. It's a non-conference matchup as the Retrievers host Delaware here at Retriever Soccer Park. Kickoff is 7 p.m. That's going to do it here from UMBC. Again, our final score, UMBC 3 and Albany 1. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. I'm Paul Mittermeier saying so long. You've been watching UMBC Retriever Soccer right here on UMBCRetrievers.tv.